As we celebrate India hitting the 100 crore milestone of the number of COVID-19 vaccinations that have been administered, the real contribution, apart from, of course, healthcare workers, frontline workers, has come from the vaccine manufacturers. And the real story behind this is that India actually has its own indigenous COVID-19 vaccine, Covaxin. I'm speaking today exclusively to Dr. Krishna Ella, prominent Indian scientist and, of course, founder and chairman of Bharat Biotech, which makes Covaxin. Thank you so much, Dr. Ella, for speaking with ET now on what is a really big day. We've reached the 100 crore mark.
I think, thank you for having me there, Tamanna. I think it's the greatest day, I'm telling you honestly. It's not just boasting things. And you look at it, all three continents, US, Europe, Australia, all three continents put together, they have not reached 100 crores vaccination. I think you put all three continents, India has beaten all three continents. I think the salute goes to every citizen of this country. I want to really put a namaskar to all of them, because they made the country proud of it. It is not we. And I think they made it. And I think government made the system to work in a COVID type of software, made it to streamline the process much intelligent manner, so that you don't have an ad hoc basis entry with a physical document and all that. Nothing digitalized, everything. So we have all the data available. So I think this is something significant. And every healthcare worker who was doing in the primary health center, vaccinating every person, the pain that they go through is amazing. I'm telling honestly, vaccinating 100 crores is not easy. And I think this is a good milestone for the future of India, because any pandemic comes, the country is geared up for the future.
The journey has not been easy for you as well, Dr. Ella, and for Covaxin. More questions right from the word go than anywhere else. Questions about efficacy, questions about whether the process of giving the vaccine the green signal was followed, whether it is as good as any of the other vaccines. And do you think that has been the toughest part of this journey?
I think it's unfortunate. Indian media, some of the people are putting a negative story purposefully. I'm very sorry to say that. I'll tell you one thing. Some of the US mRNA vaccine have not done even animal toxicology, went to human trial. Do they talk about it? No. And when somebody has got a low dose, high dose in a vaccine trial, people talk about it? No. And I think we have not violated a single system of this country or anywhere in the globe. We have a gazette notification, nothing is being violated. And we have done all the clinical trial according to international standards. It is some people's perception that they think Indian companies are soft attack. Anything does some other part of the world, it's a golden strand. I don't understand. Then I have to ask the Indian media also, is it Indian media inferior to compared to ABC, CBC of US? Not, no. So I think you have to give some respect for us Indian startups also.
So I don't know if it's the media itself, but a number of experts also, and I think everyday people have been asking because of procedural delays perhaps. Now, for example, I'm speaking to you at a time when the country is awaiting the WHO's nod for Covaxin, because that will allow the lakhs and lakhs of Indians who have taken Covaxin to travel abroad like everyone else. Can you explain to us why the delays? Because we get information in bits and pieces. Sometimes we hear that one more document is being asked for. WHO then says we will cut no corners. Is this the regular process, or is it a tougher process for Covaxin? What is going on here?
I think I don't want to comment too much on the regulatory, but I want to tell you that we have 5 to 6 vaccines are WHO pre-qualified. So we have expertise. It's not that something first time we are going a vaccine for WHO pre-qualified. This we have done already. 5, 6 vaccines we have done already. Number one, many experts are talking because they never developed a product. When they never developed a product, they can come on the TV channels and talk whatever they want. Okay? And that becomes a story. But I am telling very clearly, we have been pre-qualified 5 to 6 vaccines. We are following the regulatory process of the global standards, and we're submitting all the document. It takes a time, the regulatory process. And because in the beginning, people want the health of the people, they want to save their life. Now they want to travel. I mean, the life is changing. After travel, I don't know what they will ask next. But what I'm saying is, we have done everything, whatever we can do, we have done the best. And please remember, we are not multinational company, unlike others are multinational companies. Okay, we have done everything on our own. So it takes time. And we have submitted all the documents to WHO, and it's a process. It takes time.
Do you think that you are being put under more scrutiny than other candidates in this WHO process?
Maybe partly, yes. The reason is they've learned more from other products. Okay, they want to understand more. Like a clinical trial, we had two-stage committees, and we presented two-stage committees. We earlier, WHO pre-qualification, only one-stage committee. Now we have two-stage committees. We have answered. There's nothing wrong in it. It's good they ask more questions. It's good for us. Not a problem.
Yeah. Tell me about the production capacity right now, Dr. Ella. Even now, I think Covaxin accounts for about 11-12% of the total number of vaccinations available in the country. Have there been hiccups in increasing the output to the level which was expected, or is that on track?
I don't know where the people came out, this 11% and all the statistics. Somebody want to belittle me or something like that, they're welcome to do it. I don't have any problem. I've been telling, I have a limitation in production capacity right from the day one. I said we can reach 1 billion doses by end of this year. Annualized capacity, I can reach by November, December, I can reach 1 billion dose capacity. These are old technology. Difficult. If I make a nasal vaccine, I can make 20 crores every month. I can supply vaccine. Not a problem. It's a different platform. People need to understand the platforms are different. Each one is complicated. Some are complicated, some are easy to produce. Okay. And this is old technology, 100 years old technology. So it takes a limitation are there. We are producing. Today, I think we have supplied more than by end of this month, October 23rd, by 30th, we will be supplying 20 crores doses to the government of India. I don't know where this figure came, 11% and all that, but we are supplied almost touching to 18 to 20 crores of supplies to the government of India.
Tell me, Dr. Ella, what is the status with Covaxin for kids? We know that the 2 years and upwards vaccination has gotten an approval from the SEC. Now, what happens next, and how long before these vaccinations can actually be administered?
I mean, I'm not an approval authority. It's a drug control general, and you have NTACI committee, which is a government of India committee, which based on the data, they have to say whether it is required for children and which categories to be vaccinated. They have to take a decision. It is all under the Ministry of Health. I think they are looking at proactively in this angle. I don't know what the decisions are going to be. And what is important is, I think this is the first vaccine, is the oldest vaccine technology, proven from 2 years onwards. And I think these youngest age, 2 years, nobody has done it. So we have done it. That's a significant factor, that is shown the safety profile extremely good.